A very warm welcome to Friday's end of the week yoga and joy good news section. And I know some people are only here for the news because it sets them off on their Friday in a beautiful way, or sets you off for the weekend. It is very lovely to see all the people here with me live. And if you're watching this on catch up later, a very warm hello to you too. This is our gentle yoga. So you do need to have a little bit of energy in the tank to do this. But we do spend the first 15 minutes just sharing lovely, good stories. And what you can't see if you're watching at home is a whole load of people doing this. Which always makes me smile. So into the chat box, we've got lovely, good news that we are sharing. And when we focus on the joy and the good news, it actually co-regulates our nervous system. So there is method in my madness. This is not just to fill time. This is for the benefit of all of us to feel a little shifted into that lovely space. So I'm going to start reading them. I can see things. Oh, yes, it's been, oh, look at those photos. So if you're watching on catch up, you can't see the photo. I'll have to describe. Someone's got a call with the mechanics. That's fine. Join us when you're ready. Sick dog. Yes. I'm not sure what's going on. Slightly concerned. I will do an update later. But poor little thing can't get out of her bed. Bex can't stay all class, but here for a little bit. Great. Good. Janet. Chan-moi. I'm just reading all of the admin that you're doing in the group before we even get to the joy. Okay, so Anne is saying, lovely visits this week from two of my best friends. How nice. Lovely, lovely thing when you get to connect with people that you love. Richard in Sydney, I joined Julia in the Winnie the Pooh Club. We've got matching t-shirts. Have you? Julia, are you aware of this? Yes, she says, she's nodding. Oh, I see. There's a whole subset of Winnie the Pooh fans, is there? We didn't even know about that. Les in Manchester, looking forward to Saturday barbecue with friends. Have you got good weather up in Manchester for Saturday? I'm hoping so. It's a bit mixed, isn't it? But that sounds fab. Pippa, we've got sun is shining, it's Friday, and I have a week off work next week. Get in there, Pippa. Love that. It's going to be hot and sunny, spent outdoors. Fabulous. Lovely. Martha did 2 sea swims, which were cold, but amazing. Fantastic, Martha. Check you out with your Vegas nerve work. Loving this. Lisa Whitley Bay, Northern Lights, baby. Saw their most fabulous show in Bamborough, Northumberland last Friday. Well done. You were tuned in to the news as opposed to everyone else like myself who went, were they? Are they out on Saturday night? Let's go. But nothing happened. We had friends from Oz and Ireland with us. Magical. So grateful. That must have been absolutely beautiful. She has shared a picture. There is 3 people in the picture in dark silhouette with this extraordinary purple, pink sort of shafts of light coming down around them. It's beautiful. What an amazing photo. I hope you print that out and stick it on the wall. Lovely. John, it was Ella's birthday this week. That's his daughter. I remembered her name. Lovely to see her having a lot of fun at her party on the water slides. She's not too old yet, 10, to take me on a couple of slides too. Do you know what? I don't know if they ever get old. It starts to become a test as a parent as they get older. Like, Mom, can you do that? I bet you can't. Bet you can't. Bet you're too old. And you're like, geez, okay, I'll do the bloody water slide. That's what happens. It's not like they don't want to be seen with you. Jenny felt well enough to pick up my kids from nursery yesterday and then had a wee trip to our local pond where we saw ducklings. That sounds beautiful and very gentle. Well done. Gizela, after my scenic bike ride around our parking garage, I took my bike for the first ride outside. Gizela, you left the building. This is fantastic news. Well done. I'm very impressed. Cat in the New Forest. Lots of animals this week, watching a barn owl hunting, watching Mummy Duck guide her dozen chicks to safety and getting to stroke a horse and a friend's cat. The New Forest is where it's at if you want a nature experience, guys. I'm loving this, Cat. We want photos. Joanne, I'm meeting my friend and saw her new boyfriend for dinner tonight. Oh, you're going to see them tonight. She's been single for quite a while, so it's extra exciting. You've got to stay calm, Joanne. You've got to stay calm. Don't get too excited and don't like remind him a lot that she's been single for a really long time. Just like keep it really cool. I think that will help. You know what I mean? You want to make her sound like he's really lucky that, yeah, that's it. Okay, good. Well done. That sounds great. Marianne, tomorrow I have a visit from the one. Oh, Lynn, stop sharing your bloody screen, my love. Take it off. Go. Stop participants sharing. I'm pressing that button. Thank you. Good. Where are we? Marianne, I have a visit from the one and only Shannon London. Two of you getting together. Love that. We haven't seen each other since she visited me when I was really ill. She brought me such comfort and hope, and we have both come such a long way since then. I cannot wait to share more joys with her. Well, we want photos of that, please. That sounds delicious. Ruth in Bath. As part of my rehab, a friend taught me to knit. Oh, well done. Very proud to have finished a short sleeve jumper, wearing it today. Where are you, Ruth? There. Oh, is that what? No, that's very professional. No, we're going to be taking orders, Ruth. It's beautiful. I'd buy that. That's fab. Well done. Is that your first ever knitting project? Come on, unmute.
No, I've only ever made socks before, so I'm really good at socks, but I've never made anything big. So I was really excited.
Loving the upgrade from sock to jumper. I mean, that's beautiful. Well done. Well done. Rebecca Aston, Hertfordshire. Grateful for great energy this week. Still feeling the benefits of the retreat and our interview, Susie, which I really... Seriously, Lynn, I'm going to put you out of class. Which... Wait a minute. Still feeling the benefits of the retreat and our interview, Susie, which I have... Wait. Which I feel have helped me to move forwards. Finally grateful for a beautiful sunny morning. Love to my doggy. Oh, thank you, Bex. Yes, beautiful. Shan in London. Beautiful weekend ahead. Going to Bristol tomorrow for my nephew's 2nd birthday. And we'll be staying with my bestie, Marianne. Oh, see, here's the other side of the story. Not seen each other for 6 months. Love it. You've got to leave at 9:30. Okay, we're cracking on. Kate, Derbyshire. The first thunderstorms of summer and the smell of rain on hot earth. Did you? I think we got thunder yesterday. Hazel, did we have thunder yesterday? Are you aware of that? I think there was a bit, like a small bit, like a big rain thing. And anyway, maybe I made that up. But Kate's got it in Derbyshire. Love that. Eva, sun is shining, weather is sweet. I think there's a song in there, isn't there? Christina in Frankfurt. All the roses in our garden are in bloom. So beautiful. Richard, I listened to a Tara Brach podcast about setting an intention to be joyful, and I've been practicing it for the past 2 weeks. Good. And have actually felt lots happier. Who knew the brain works like that? Well, Richard, you did, because you've done Fern. So remember, we talk about it all the time, don't we? Okay. If you needed to go and listen to Tara to get her to remind you that that's what it's all about, great. Okay. But it really is about doing the work. And then the brain picks up on the vibe. Janet, being able to go to a family meal for the first time since January 2022. Had to rest a few times, but beside myself with joy to have been with everyone. Janet, this is huge. This is a big breakthrough for you. I'm loving that. Well done.
Holly, it was actually January 2023, just a detail, but you know, I'm into details, not 2022. Sorry.
That's fine. We're either way, you've not got out much. We know that. Okay. So, you know, it's fine. Holly Hove, joyful on this sunny morning, feeling better after a week of illness. Looking forward to getting out over the weekend, including going to my first sound bath. Ooh, that sounds nice. Julia, it's been the kind of week where I've turned to Instagram for cute and funny animal videos for my joy fix. Beavers, pandas, dogs, cats, sloths, kangaroos. Seen them all, and they made me smile. I've seen a few of the kangaroo ones this week, and they are indeed quite cute. Love that. Sarah, all the hawthorn blossom is amazing this year. So many trees and hedges are covered in lovely white flowers. Also still got lambs in the field opposite, which are so fun to watch. Lovely. Lynn started the day with a cold water swim with my dog Spot at Horseshoe Beach. We both had a great time. Plus, a dear friend got a new job that she is so well suited to. She helped me tidy my house this afternoon, and we're going to have dinner and celebrate tonight with some wine. Wine again, Lynn. There's always a wine reference, isn't there? I love this. This is hilarious. Janet's going to come and visit you because she's clearly in the wine gang. Judith, hi, Joy Gang. First time here for me. Welcome, Judith. I normally do the yoga for deep sleep in the morning. It's so relaxing, but I thought I'm ready for a bit more. And for the joy, of course. I'm very much looking forward to the weekend because my boyfriend's coming to visit and he's promised to make me pancakes. His pancakes are the best. And I didn't eat them for 8 months because I was on a histamine diet. Ooh, dull. Thanks to the Fern program and the nutrition session, I don't care anymore. I'm hoping that's a good thing, and I can't wait to hear how the pancake goes. Amazing. I'm loving this. This is so funny. I don't care. I did a course, and now I don't care. Helen, I saw my cousin on Wednesday for the first time in almost a year. It was a few hours of hugs and laughter, and it brought me so much joy and filled my heart with love. I'm still being. Love that. Ellie had a lovely afternoon on the beach with my friend on Wednesday. Lots of catching up, laughing, and connecting, and a lush swim. Love that. You were sort of trying to send a photo into the chat box. I get that, Lynn. I thought that's what you were trying to do. We need to help you work out how to do that so that you don't hijack the class. Okay. Marianne in Bristol, tomorrow have a visit from, oh, we've done that one, haven't we? You can't work out how to share. Jenny, visited the beach box sauna in Brighton last night. It's one of my faves. Managed 2 dips in the cold plunge pool too. Very rejuvenating. Janet Anglesey managed to do a little bit of gardening, planted some new plants. So happy. Love that. Well done. Let me see, scrolling through. Blah, blah, blah. I think we've got to the end. Goodness. Ooh, what a lot of joy, guys. What a lot of joy. Some great stories today. Well done, folks. We do share our joy stories because it sort of makes us think about what am I grateful for, which in turn, as we've just heard from Richard, does begin to shift the internal sort of experience of everything, really. So if you haven't contributed to the joy story, make sure that you have thought about something that you are grateful for, looking forward to, just keen to celebrate, even if it's a micro moment. Doesn't matter. Switching that pattern of thinking from focusing on the stuff that isn't working to focusing on the stuff that is so good for us. Okay, that's why we do it in this class. Okay, I'm going to spotlight me. We're going to do some yoga. La 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 la, pressing buttons. You will need something comfy to work on. So I've got my cozy mat down today. I've left it there because we're not going to get up today. We did some standing stuff last week. We're going to stay down today. You will need, but you don't need a mat like that. I'm just saying. That's why I haven't cleared it. You will need some cushions as normal and a belt. Okay, so a belt, a scarf, a tie, something. Because we'll just do a little bit of lying down, leg stretching. And that's it. Okay. I'm going to put a cushion down for my head. And we're going to start actually lying down today. Controversial. So let's get ourselves into position. And I've got one hand on my lower abdomen and one hand on my lower ribs. Okay. Janet, you glad we're having a lying down start? I think I read that. Thumbs up. Good. So let's take a moment. Close the eyes. And bring your focus to the breath. I'm just observing the movement of the breath in through my nose and back out. I want you to pay attention to the beat of your heart. Just simply observe it. Notice where around the body you feel the pulse. taking your focus to different parts of the body to see if you can feel the pulse there. I'm turning my head now to one side fully. Just bring a gentle twist through the neck. Stay here. Again, breathing slowly. Bring the head back to center. And turn the head the other way. And bring it back to center. Okay. I'm straightening down my left leg. And I'm going to bring my right knee in and just give it a hug. Just hold here for a moment. Good. I'm taking my right knee just in my right hand. I'm pulling it out to the side. And then I'll bring it back to center, change hands and take the knee across over into a twist. Bring it back to center. Let's take that leg and squeeze it up. If that doesn't feel good, or if any of it doesn't feel good, remember you simply come out of it. I'm giving my foot a little wriggle around. And let's let the leg come down. Richard in Sydney, I can tell you've got a nice pair of Aussie Bonds socks on. Let that leg be heavy and relaxed. And the other side, bringing the knee in for a hug. Taking that bent knee out wide. Back to center, change hands, take the knee across. Back to center and squeeze the leg up. Give the foot a little wiggle around. And let the leg come down to rest. Again, coming back to the breath. Now, I'm going to take bridge pose. I'm personally going to move the cushion from under my head. If that's something that you're happy with too, then great. if that doesn't feel so good for you, just make sure that you do what's right. So if you need to leave something there, that's okay. So I've got my hands down by my hips. And all I'm going to do to start with is flatten that middle back down. So it's a small pelvic tilt up. I'm not going to lift my bottom up yet. It's just flattening the middle back down and releasing a couple of times. So beginning the work in that pelvic area of moving the lower back. That's it. Okay, hands down on the floor. This time, inhale. As you exhale, flatten the lower back, but keep going with that tilt and roll up through the spine. Hold here for a moment, inhale, and then exhale, gently roll back down. Now, if one was enough for you, you stay right there. I'm going to do two more. You choose what's right for you. Inhale. Exhale to roll up. Inhale. Exhale to roll down. And I've got one more. Inhale. Exhale, rolling up. Inhale. And exhale to roll down. Okay. I'm going to take my arms out wide. And we'll do a little window wiper of both knees going one side and then the other. Again, if once either side is enough for you, that's fine. Stop there. You do have to use your core and the muscles in your legs a bit for this, so it's all good. None of these movements are risky for you, but you need to listen to how many reps you want to do. Okay. Bring it back to center. I'm going to cross my right thigh over my left thigh and take again a swing from side to side. So just cross the leg over. Now, if that doesn't feel so good to swing with the legs in this position, you don't have to. Gentle push over from one side to the other. It is going to increase the twist through the spine. It's giving your digestive tract a good squeeze and a squash, which is fantastic. Okay, bring it back to center. And let's lift those knees up, give them a hug. Again, if that doesn't feel right for you, come back down straight away. Inhale. And exhale to release. I'm going to let my legs come to complete rest before I do the second side. So really nice and relaxed. Good. Okay. Other side. Let's bend our legs. Cross the left over. Arms out wide and a little swing from side to side. You give the glutes a bit of a massage whilst you're doing this. You stretch through the psoas. You give your gut a squeeze. There's a lot of good things happening here. That's it. And again, when you're done, bring it back to center. If you're lifting up, let's draw those knees in and hug them in a moment. Inhale. Exhale and release. Again, I'm letting the legs come to total rest. Slow inhale, slow exhale. All right. I'm going to come over onto my front next. So if that's comfortable for you as an idea, come with me. Otherwise, you can just stay and rest this bit out. I'm going to turn over completely. And make sure I've got, well, if you're on a kind of soft carpeted floor, you'll be fine. My knee is going to come off my cozy mat and onto a hard wooden floor. So I'm actually going to put my right knee onto something soft. So I'm here to start with. I've got my hands one on top of each other, and I'm just resting my forehead down. Yeah. Make any adjustments to suit you. If this doesn't feel very nice, please don't do it. You're in charge, your body. That's it. So I'm just breathing slowly. I want you to find the nice kind of regular breath pattern that works for you, just keeping it soft. Now, if you want to, if you feel able to, you're going to come up onto your elbows and take this into a little bit of a stretch up through the front of the body. So for some of you, you might think, this doesn't look very nice, in which case, don't do it. I'm up on my elbows, shrugging my shoulders down and just lifting my chin a little bit. It is a stretch across the hip of the back leg, particularly. You'll probably be feeling it there, through the psoas muscle there. All good. Do this. Yeah, we're going to get to the Busby's in a bit. I'm just warming you up now. Inhale. Exhale, release down. Take a moment. We're going to do the other side. So when you're ready, sweep that bent knee back. And if you're working with support, move it to the other side. And let's get the other leg up. It's a bit of a faff getting into this position, but it's really good for you. So I think most of you know we hold a lot of stress in our hips, in the psoas muscle, and stretching it out is a super important focus of most of the classes that we teach. This is definitely a stretch for that. And again, I'm going to lift up onto my elbows, but again, only if that feels right for you. Join me, shrug the shoulders down, lift the chin so you get a little bit of a stretch up through the neck. That's it. Try to keep the eyebrows down. They don't add much. They're just for decoration. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Let's release. Down we come. Stay for a moment. Okay. Squeeze that leg, the bent leg back so it's next to the other one. And just lie flat for a moment. We're going to make use of the fact that we're here and just take a quad stretch. So I've got my arms down by my sides. I'm going to bend that right leg. If you can catch the foot, great. If you can catch the trousers, great. Just draw the heel in a little bit. Keep both of your hips down. So I'm not lifting one hip up in order to catch. If catching the foot is uncomfortable or you just can't do it, just bend the leg. That in itself is going to start that stretch happening. Good. Again, soften into these movements. It's so easy to add tension and resistance to anything that the body's doing. Yeah, good. Let's switch it over. Turn the head the other way. And then the other side. See how you go. And let's release. Okay. So now we're going to come up onto our hands and knees, again, optional, but we're going to take my little cat-cow sequence. Heading into the Busby, heading up into face down dog, should you wish to. So if that's your cup of tea today, great. I might just tie my hair back. It's a lot of hair. Now my hair started to grow back. I'm noticing that I used to have a lot of hair. Never noticed before. Okay. Hands and knees. Hi. Just checking you're all there. Great. Let's go. I'm going to breathe in, lift my chin, lift my sit bone. And breathe out round the back, that angry cat position, tucking the hip bones in, scooping the belly up, head down. And let's reverse it. Breathing in. Good. Breathing out round the back. Breathing in, lift. Breathing out round the back. Now bring it back to center. Before we lower down for our cobra, we are going to take an opposition balance, okay? So I'm going to take my left leg back and my right arm forwards. Now remember, if the arm forwards doesn't feel good, the arm back is fine. But if you feel that you want to play, we've got that level 2 leg lift here. So by all means, give us a little lift if that feels right. Pull up the abdominal wall. So actively tell the muscles you want to have work. Excellent. Bring it down. Now, back on your hands and knees. We're just going to lower the chest down to the floor. However you do it, you might just want to put yourself there, or you might have the strength to lower. Then bring the elbows forwards so that we're up in that supported cobra or sphinx pose. Shrug the shoulders down and lengthen the legs back. So you know what's coming next. We're prepped, we're ready. It's the Busby Berkeley. Give me your best smile. It's your Friday smile. Make it as bright and sparkly as you can. The incredible shift that happens inside us when we do this is beautiful. Good. Gisela, I love how your Zoom detector of hand gestures suddenly went, yes. I still haven't worked out how to get mine to do that. Okay, I'm going to let my legs relax. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the chest back down. Just take a moment, let the back relax. Breathe. I'm going to take my hands and put them under the shoulders. And then I'm going to push up through to hands and knees and take my hands forwards before I lift into dog for this half dog stretch. Now you can keep the elbows down to make it softer or squeeze the arms to straight for a stronger stretch. Breathing slowly. Okay. From here, you're either ready to drop into supported child's pose and take a rest for a bit, or you're going to pop up into face down dog and have a little bit of a stretch through. So whatever you want to do, your choice, okay? Make sure you've paid attention. If you're working on a very soft floor or soft mat, you can benefit from holding the sides of it If you're on a proper yoga mat, you won't need to. So just go up, have a wriggle around, let the head shake down, have a tread through the back of the heels, see what feels good, see what doesn't. Make any variations that you like. This is your kind of freestyle moment. Tune into your body, have a play. Lovely. Nice. Make sure that head is super relaxed down. Azalea, you're saying Zoom detects foot gestures now. If your feet look like hands, they probably do. Coming into a resting pose. So remember, guys, I love you to, if you're going to do child's pose, to do supported child's pose. So at least there's something under your head, so you're not dropping the head lower than the hips. So I'm going to work on a bolster. If you've got a little stack of cushions or some pillows to hand, just pop them under your chest and head. That's it. Breathing slowly into the back of the body. I'm going to turn my head the other way. And center my head. Slowly, gently come to sitting up. So we're finally sitting up as we head towards the end of the class, but that's good. I am now going to do a little bit of work with my belt and my shoulders. So some of you will be fine kneeling. I've put a block here if someone is happy kneeling, but needs a little bit between their hips and their feet. You can, if you've got a bolster, use your bolster to kneel, just to give you a little bit of extra support, or folded cushions and pillows. But if kneeling isn't your bag at all, I would sit on a chair or the edge of the kind of couch or cushions around you, so you've got a bit of room behind you. And I'm going to work with the belt that I asked you to get. Okay, so just shoulder focused stuff. First things first, I'm going to hold it so it's about shoulder width apart. I'm trying to work out if it's easier for you to see me doing my thing facing you. I'm going to start facing you, and if I need to turn to the side, I will. So I've got my shoulders out, my hands out in front, and all I'm going to do is breathe in and lift up, and breathe out and lower. That's it, down. So the belt kind of helps us to maintain an alignment, which you get a little bit more work. You'll feel the muscles up the spine activating a bit more. I'm going to breathe in again, lift. And breathe out, down. That might be enough for you. I am going to do one more. 3 is the magic number. Take it up. And take it down. Great. Let's just let the arms rest for a moment. Always kind of settling them down, coming back to the breath. Any internal dialogue of, oh, this is too much, we just come into that nice reassuring state. Okay. I'm going to turn myself to the side because the next one I want us to do, just flip that around, is where I take the belt behind me and my palms are facing away. Okay, that's important. Shrug the shoulders down. Now, if you're on a bolster, it's a bit funny. You can't straighten your arms without sliding the belt along the bolster, but let's just take that and make it up as we go. I'm going to breathe in, squeeze the arms towards straight, and breathe out. Let them rest down. Breathe in, squeeze them. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in and breathe out. So we're not going too tight on this. My hands really are just still hip width there. I'm going to do one more. You can take your hands wider if that's easier. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Okay, let's just let the hands rest. Garudasana, next, eagle. So I'm taking my right arm on top of my left, so full eagle pose arms. Remember, if doing eagle pose arms is too tiring, hug. All right, I am going to take a little bit of cat-cow here. So breathe in, chin up, sit bones back. Breathe out, round the back. And you can really round it here and let the chest drop down. Bring the elbows down. Might feel a bit wobbly, don't worry. Bring it back to center, slowly, gently, inhale. I'm going to do one more of those. Breathing in, lift. Breathing out, round the back, and tip it down. And bring it back to center. Let the arms rest, undo them. Breathe. Okay, second side. Left over right. Here we go. Remember, if this feels too tiring, hug. Yeah? Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Back to center. And release. Shoulders up, back and down. Just give them a little roll. That's it. Okay. I'm going to face you. Switch around again. I've got something to do with my neck now, so I'm going to let my right ear drop down. We did this on yesterday, Thursday. Was it Thursday or Wednesday night? One of them. Lift that left shoulder up, drop it down. Lift the left shoulder up, drop it down. Keep the chest lifting. Lift again, one more, and down. Great. Turn the chin down to center. Crunch, crunch, turn the chin up. Less pleasant. Totally with you on that one. Back to center. Level the head. Breathe. Okay. Second side. Here it goes down. Lifting the shoulder up. Drop it down. And up. Drop it down. One more. Drop it down. Great. Turn the chin down. I'm gazing at the floor. Back. And now lift the chin up. Still with the head in that side. Drop. This isn't very nice for me. But I know my neck will benefit. This is also very toning for your vagus nerve. Bring it back to center and level the head. Ooh, feel a bit woozy. Got one more thing I'm going to do with my belt. Now have a little look, especially those of you with very mobile shoulders. I'm working with my hands very wide on the belt, but they're bent. Okay, my arms are bent. And I'm going to drop the belt back and lower down. I want you to take your hands as wide as needs be in order for you to not have to go 1 and 2. Okay, so have a play with it. If you've got a very specific length of fabric or material that you're working with and it doesn't stretch, don't use it if you're having to stretch harder. Okay, but we're just lifting up and down. Work with the breath. You roll off at different paces, that's fine. And lower down. Sarah round, take your hands wider on the belt. Yeah. So again, it should feel, you should have the distance just right for you so it's smooth. Does that make sense? I think so. Up and back. Drop it down. One more I'm going to do. And release. Well done. Okay. Good work. Belt down. We're done kneeling, so let's come on to the back of our body. I am going to work with my belt, do a little bit of a leg stretch just before we move towards the end of class. So I'm getting myself comfy, cozy. And let my spine lengthen out on the mat, support the head. Out. All right. I'm going to take the belt and put it around the ball of the right foot and just give that leg a little stretch up. Now, again, if you're hypermobile in the back of the knee or the hip, please don't overstretch and don't lock out the leg. If you have a sensation of the leg locking out, this is not ideal. Please bend it back a bit, okay? Breathing. I'm going to take a calf stretch by drawing the toes down towards my face a little bit. So just add that little extra addition to the stretch. Good. And I'm taking the belt just into one hand, my right hand, so same hand as raised leg. And I'm going to bring my other foot up. Now have a watch, because you might think, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to take my legs wide for a bit of a hip stretch. That's it. Again, keep a bend in that extended leg if you're hypermobile. It does make it much more manageable. Bring the legs back. So I'm bending the straight leg to bring it back. Put the foot of the other leg down. Change hands on the belt. So I'm still working with that leg and just cross it over the bent leg. So stretch for your iliotibial band there. Back to center and release. I'm going to go straight to the other side so that we can then have a nice longer Shavasana. So straight up with that left leg. Take a moment, find stillness. Again, don't lock out the knees. Slow breath in, slow breath out. All right, I'm going to take the belt into my left hand, bring the other knee up, give it a hug, and take the legs wide. Make sure you're working carefully. Don't overextend, don't lock any joints. Great. Slowly, gently bring it back. Put the lower foot down, change hands on the belt, and over we go. Excellent. Bring it back to center. Let the legs now come down. So we're headed into Shavasana. Let us, if you need to take a little drink of water or a little drink before you come into your relaxation, please do. I don't have anything to raise a drink to, so Friday cheers. Get comfy, get cozy. Great. Okay. So my head is nice and supported. My eyes have closed. I'm going to take a moment of stillness, just being conscious of my stillness. Let's come back to noticing the heart rate and the pulse. It may have changed a little bit, may have gone up a bit, may have gone down a bit. All fine. But now imagine that inside your body is like the inside of a snow globe. And when we practice, everything gets slightly shifted up and floats around beautifully. So this part of your class, Shavasana, focusing on the stillness, just lets everything settle. So allow yourself to have a slow inhale, exhale pattern. And let the body sink down, settling into this state of comfortable rest. Just letting yourself surrender to the stillness, a pause in your day, a gift to your mind and your body. So I'm going to let you rest. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a gentle weekend. Look after yourselves. See you next week. Lots of love. Bye.